Hey, welcome back to Letter G Custom Baits. I'm Joe Gentry. This is part 2 of the Jungle Baits series, where I'll be painting some baits to send down to a friend of mine I've met through TikTok. Seems like a cool dude, goes by the name Sapo. He's going down to Brazil to do some peacock bass fishing, and I want to be sending him a few of these baits to take with him, see if we can get him in the mouths of some hungry peacock bass. Part 2 is going to be this Raid Japan style topwater crawler, and the inspiration for this bait is actually coming from some patterns I saw on poison dart frogs that live down in the jungle somewhere. I don't know if they're actually living in the jungle area that he's going to be in. Not that this bait actually imitates a frog by any means. It has the wings that make it kind of walk back and forth on the surface. I've already painted one of these up and used it actually the other day in one of the ponds. I have a really cool walking action. But he did tell me that bright colors are really good, and he said probably the most popular or their best fish catching color combo is pink and blue. So I'm going to be kind of taking some inspiration from the pattern of poison dart frog and then changing the colors up a little bit to match what he said are really good fish catching colors. This bait's going to be kind of and I haven't decided which one yet, but we've got a couple different blues here, and I got this fluorescent pink that I'm going to try to incorporate into this pattern. So with that being said, let's get started, put some paint on this bait, see how it turns out. All right, so to start out, we're just going to prime this whole bait with some opaque white, and something a little bit different. We're going to prime the wings on this bait as well. I kind of roughed them up with some steel wool. So we're going to prime these as well on both sides, and we're going to put some paint on these wings and see how that turns out. Okay, so as far as the pattern, the colors we're going to use, the picture that I was looking at that kind of gave me the inspiration was red on the front half and then like a blue and black tail end. But since he said pink and blue are the hot colors down there, we're going to do pink on the front. I got this fluorescent pink. It's just a cheap Amazon paint that you guys have seen me use before. And then I got this fluorescent blue that I'm going to spray on the back. So originally I was thinking about taping this up and doing a stencil, but I feel like that's just kind of overcomplicating it because of the way the pattern lays out. The black overlap kind of blurs out the edges or whatever, I guess is the best way I can put it. What I'm going to do is paint the front half of the bait in kind of an irregular edge, the fluorescent pink color, blue in the back, and then I'm going to use the black overlay with the stencil to kind of break up that edge or whatever where the pink and blue meet, and then we're just going to see where it's at from there. And yeah, so I mean, I haven't painted this. This isn't one of those deals where I painted the bait already as an experiment. Like, this is live experiment. Maybe it'll look good, maybe it won't. Hopefully it does, because I'm trying to send this down there. So let's do that and see how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and paint these blades pink as well. These wings, whatever you want to call them. opaque black, load it up in the brush, thin down just a little bit. I'm gonna take one of these two stencils and I'm gonna wrap around the back half of the bait gently, because these stencils can be a little scratchy. So you gotta be careful with that when you're using some of these hard stencils, especially the ones with the rough edges. And then I'm gonna go over it and hopefully leave a good outline and whatnot on this bait. Hopefully it doesn't look like crap. This stencil, the way it is, it doesn't wrap around stuff very well. That's not too bad. And it did, like I said, it kind of scratched it a little bit right there in that one spot. I'm gonna take and wrap this in another area and keep going with it until I go all the way around the bait with a nice pattern. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm just going to kind of select some spots to add a little bit of extra to, without spraying a bunch in the other pockets. I just want to kind of pick a single spot and paint it. Some of the bare spots basically is what I'm getting at. I think I'm good with that the way it is. We got the back half. It's got that black texture on it. That's kind of what it looked like in the picture. Then we got the pink in the front. I'm trying to decide if I want to add anything to the pink or if I just want to leave it. I might just leave it. While we still have that black in there, I think I want to find some eyes that fit this and paint the eyes and then shade around the eyes a little bit and kind of see what it looks like from there. I found these eyes, they're a little bit more bulbousy than some of my other flatter eyes, so I think that's kind of going to give a cool look. We have those eyes in there. We still got some black flowing through our brush. We are going to paint this eye and then shade the eye around it a little bit at the same time. And this is where I still have my pressure turned up to 60. I know a lot of people like to spray on lower pressures, but I'm just barely pulling back to release any paint. You just want to be careful so you're not blasting paint out all over your eye and stuff. Doesn't take a lot to give it that cool look. Now I'm going to do the other side. And I think one more thing I'm going to do with this bait. The wings are looking a little plain, so I think I'm going to get this out of the way. And I'm going to take this brush that I use this acid brush that I use to kind of flick paint. And I'm going to flick some black specks on both sides of the wings. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to like this, but I think I'm going to flick some black onto this pink, but I'm only going to do it right up around the head and the eye, like on that gill plate. I think we're going to call that good. We're going to dry this bait off really well, and we're going to hit it with some of that UVLS clear and let it sit overnight, and we will get it clear coated tomorrow. All right, so it's actually the next day. I have that walking bait all cleared. I'm about to show you guys, but as promised, I wanted to show you guys this bait from the first of the jungle bait series. It's going to be going to Brazil. This is that big walking bait. It's got the blood pattern on it, kind of a bone color in the middle. Got the hooks and everything on it. Turned out really nice. Very solid. Hopefully it holds up to some of those aggressive predatory fish down there. Next, here's this bait. Turned out really nice. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but I was able to get the wings on it clear coated. The bait clear coated. I used the dip method that I've shown in some of my other videos. The only thing I had to be careful with was the holes for the screws and stuff. I didn't want them to get completely filled up, so I had to be gentle in that area with it. But other than that, this bait turned out really cool. It's got that poison dart frog inspired pattern on it. And we're gonna be on to part 3 of the jungle bait series next. You're gonna wanna see that. It's kind of the grand finale of the series. It's gonna be the most effort put into a bait in this series, and honestly one of the as far as all the baits that I've painted up to this point. I'm excited about it. I think you guys are gonna like it. I'm super excited to send these baits down to Brazil and have them go after some peacock bass. But anyway, that's the bait. Hope you enjoyed the video. A couple things to keep on your mind. If you're new to the channel, or if you're just now running across this, like the video, subscribe, turn on the bell and all that stuff. I'm going to be doing a giveaway very soon. As soon as I get the chance to film it and everything, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, random winner to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. I've got the 3rd video coming up of the jungle bait series, and plenty of other stuff coming down the line. I also just last night I was fortunate enough to be asked to be a guest on Limit Podcast with a couple of guys there. Had a great time talking about some of these baits, talking about glide baits in general, and resin glides and some other stuff I have in the works. So I think you can find them on YouTube, the Limit Podcast. There's also some stuff going on Facebook you can check out. They have a lot of special guests. They've had some pros and stuff on there. Guys that have been bass fishing and doing things like this way longer than I have. So check them out. Last thing, I've teamed up recently with Solar Bat polarized glasses. If you like sight fishing, bed fishing, just keeping your eyes shaded while you're out on the water, especially the kayak folks like myself. A lot of their glasses float if you drop them in the water. They make a very durable, lightweight, amazing pair of polarized glasses. You can use code JOEG at checkout to get free shipping, and they're running a Memorial Day sale through Memorial Day, as far as I know, on all the stuff on their website. It's SolarBat. I think it's solarbat.com, SolarBat sunglasses. Check them out online. I think you'll like it. That's the last thing I have. Thanks again for watching the video. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm Joe Gentry with Letter G Custom Baits. We'll catch you next time.
Every detail, down to the letter. Letter G Custom Baits.